This climbing wall has a bad T-nut that needs to be replaced. Right there. Let me show you how. So in order to do a T-nut repair, you need to be able to access the back of the climbing wall. I've already gone ahead and cut this T-nut out. The problem with this T-nut is the bolt got cross-threaded. This is a common problem, and typically if you don't catch it early enough and those bolts get cranked really hard, the camera falls over. Sometimes when you catch that cross thread early on, you're able to back that bolt out, chase the threads with a tap. In the States, it's going to be a 3/8 by 16 tab. Chase those threads and then you can usually continue on. But if it gets bound up in there really bad, the only option is to cut it out. With this one, I used an oscillating tool like this. You can also use an angle grinder, but because I am in a home, I didn't want to be throwing sparks everywhere, so that's why I use that tool. Normally I do use an angle grinder. When you get a T-nut really bound up like that, you're usually going to mess up the back of the climbing wall. So instead of throwing another regular T-nut in it like this, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to the Escape Industrial T-nut. These screw holes sit out further on the flange than a regular T-nut. You also have an extended barrel right here that helps line up the bolt so there's less of a chance of cross-threading it. If the back of your wall is messed up too much for this to happen, then Rockworks I don't know if they still do, but they used to sell a plate that would go back here to take place of that you would screw into. If they don't have it and you need it, well, I might be able to help you out too. This barrel needs a 1/2 inch hole. These T-nuts right here have a 7/16 inch barrel. So this hole needs to be bored out to a 1/2 inch. So I got my 1/2 inch drill bit. I'm gonna go from the front of the wall and drill it out. Now I'm actually gonna run this drill bit in reverse until I get past my finish on this wall. It's less likely to tear it out and make it look nasty. This is a freestanding wall, so if I push hard on it, it's gonna go backwards. I forgot. Okay, so we're past that first surface, so now I'm gonna go forward and actually allow that bit to cut. Nice. Looks good, huh? Now that this is drilled out, all I gotta do is press this T-nut in there. You wanna make sure that these screws are going to go in where there's no damaged wood. Also, it's a number 6 screw that comes with these T-nuts, and I upgrade that to a number 8 screw, 9/16 inch long, and I would normally like to have a hex head on it. However, I don't have that right now. I have a fluted head screw that's 3/4 of an inch long, which will also work. Just like that, that is now fixed and it's gonna be good for a long, long time. Just make sure that if you cross-thread a bolt, don't sit there and crank hard on it. Back it out, chase it with a tap, and then put it in. I hope that this video helped. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share this with somebody that needs to replace some T-nuts on the back of their wall. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time right here on Climber Dad.